Do I think I have a big butt? Yes. I don't think it's huge. I feel the pressure of social media, the fact that I have an image to keep up.
I've always had that booty, but I wanted more. It was this big thing where everybody was having butts.
The Kardashian family set a new beauty standard. That tiny little waist, the perky butt. We see girls 18 years old getting Brazilian butt lifts. It definitely trickles down from the Kardashians and social media.
The buttock craze is going to become the permanent part of the American psyche.
Ever since I was small, I always knew I wanted to be famous. My name is Graciela Montes. I am 22 years old. I am a beauty influencer and an entrepreneur. I recently hit 500,000 followers, and that was a really, really good feeling. I started off by uploading makeup pictures. I remember the first time that I got 5,000 likes, I was super excited. Like, what? Like, I'm popular.
Once Instagram came, it allowed for a propagation of just people at home who don't have a career, aren't models, don't have connections in Hollywood, that became insta-famous because of their bodies. And with that came the Kardashian craze. People would come in with like 6 or 7 screenshots of Instagram models and talking about what they like from each, as if it's a menu at McDonald's.
My name is K. Michelle. I like to be called Kimberly now. I am an R&B singer. I have 3 #1 Billboard R&B albums. I've always struggled with self-image. It would always be stuck in the back of my head that I'm gonna fix that, I'm gonna fix this. By any means necessary, I wanted the perfect body.
The most common way to do it is fat transfer to the buttocks. The way the Brazilian butt lift works is that you have to attain the fat. We can't borrow it from anywhere else. So we lipo areas that don't look good contour-wise, 360, and then add it to the buttock.
Today, Dr. Schaefer and I are going in, and I'm going to have the BBL.
So one incision will go right here, and through there I'm able to get this fat and this fat. And then we're able to take the fat from this area. We'll be able to take the fat from this area.
I'm kind of not looking forward to the recovery because I won't be able to sit for at least like a week, but I'm excited to see how the photos will look on my Instagram page. I won't have to retouch photos as much, making my waist thinner or making my butt look a little bit more plump.
My first surgery was when I was 18. I was at my heaviest. At the time, I was in a relationship. He was very mean to me. He would say stuff about my stomach, about like how he didn't like my breasts, and that brought my self-esteem really, really low. I didn't feel like a woman. I just didn't want to look flat. Like I wanted to look like I had some type of body. Once I found the doctor for my breasts, I started looking at the rest of his work and I really liked it. So I kind of just made the decision to get a quote for a BBL. My mother is the one who paid my first surgery.
My personality is really over the top and I wanted my ass to match it. I started to hear of certain ways that you could do it. I started to hear of this specific person. He's like an urban legend in the game. This guy was not a medical professional. He was not a doctor. He was performing not implants, butt shot injections in hotel rooms. You couldn't get his phone number. You couldn't find him. You had to just catch up with him. And you had to trust him. Everybody is getting this gel, like hydrogel. I got my butt injected. I had one of the best bodies in the game. I have made it. I have arrived, honey. All from something that happened within an hour. I saw how society and how different people treated me. It's crazy. I've been the same girl singing the same songs. And now all of a sudden the songs were taking legs. I'm signed to Atlantic Records and I'm curvy and I am pretty. The comments changed and the comments got even more drastic. They changed from, Kay, how did you get that body, to, you fake bitch.
My first procedure was in October of 2016. My second surgery was 3 months after that, I believe. My doctor botched me. I got a third BBL because he did leave my left butt cheek smaller than my right one. I got an infection in my back where I actually almost lost my life. I was having fevers every day of like 105. It came to a point that I would sit down and I would just pass out.
A lot of these patients are not that educated about the long-term future. They're thinking, I need to get like my Instagram looking amazing. People who don't know how to do this procedure are having mortality, and patients are dying from fat traveling to the veins and going up to the heart and lungs. If you don't know what you're doing and you're injecting in the wrong place because you're trying to make money and catch up with this craze, you don't have the expertise, experience, you can cause that issue if you go too deep.
Right now we are in the OR and I'm about to get a BBL. I'm pretty excited, a little nervous, a little tired, but I'm ready.
I started to see my health decline. One of my drivers was like, you're always sick. And I just remember like thinking, oh my God, is something wrong with me? You know, I'm always sick. So I bring it up to my doctor here. He sent me to get an MRI, and the MRI showed everything. My whole bottom was black. What happens with these things are they turn into pellets. And if you bust them open, they're like motor oil. I went into surgery about almost 2 weeks ago, and I've been healing up. I still have drains in me. They fill up. It's doing good now. It went from red to a clear solution. That means it's draining out some silicone. It's draining out fluids out of me. This is the fluid that is coming out of me every day. And it's not over because after surgery, my eyes were rolling in the back of my head, and though my mother was crying, nobody knew what was going on, and I was rushed to the hospital to have blood transfusions. So that's my story.
You know what? I want to do a picture aquí sitting down next to a yellow thing. Yeah, do different angles. Like, lo puedes hacer de allá también.
Sometimes I get anxiety because I feel like I'm getting fat and oh my God, social media is gonna see this, social media is gonna see that. It does bring me down.
Okay, let me see, what are you? I kind of like how these look.
I feel like I have an image to keep up with, like my public image, and it frustrates me a lot. It was actually driving me to get a fourth surgery, and I kind of just stopped myself from that. I'm just like, no. Like, just exercise, eat healthy, and try to ignore what people say.
Okay, I like how my hair looks back better. Yeah, it looks pretty good back.
I have my sexy little binder on right here with my new butt.
If women were more honest about their plastic surgery, I feel like the younger generation wouldn't feel so insecure about how they look.
There's a reason for all of this, and if it's to help somebody else, because there's girls still getting butt shots, and they think it's all fun, and they think it's all play, and that's not the truth. I just hope that girls will listen to me honestly. So if y'all thinking about doing anything to yourself, leave that shit alone.
A lot of people really appreciate the fact that I'm so open because nowadays everybody claims that they're natural. And I'm like, yeah, I'm natural, naturally fake.